Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. in full quality, in full frame rates. Everything is wonderful. Starting this game off, we are looking at the Red Terran Sonkie. Go Sue Sonkie. And I think that's how you say that. I'm not really sure. He's sitting at rank 2 Master League. That's the one it was. And his opponent would be the Blue Protoss, sitting at rank 5 Master League. So these guys are just sitting on the precipice of Grandmaster League, not quite there. Who knows, maybe they're Grandmaster material, but by the end of the season you are locked in a Grandmaster, so no such luck from this player. We are going to see a double gas, so very interested to see if that turns into an expansion or not. If it does, we're going to see a lot of sentries for sure, and if it doesn't, well, maybe a one-base Colossus play or something, but that is a really freaking early prediction, so we'll see what happens out of this guy. Over here from the Terran player, we are seeing an extremely fast expansion. It is off one gate, which is not a dangerous play as a Terran player, as long as you get some bunkers up. This is a very interesting map to try this on, though, because it is a one spawning location map. This is Daybreak, if you don't know the name of the map. The map will be, the bunker will be dropped by the Terran player here, as you can see, and so there will be some safe haven for the Terran player. However, he will need a second bunker because a handful of stalkers could very easily just wander by here, ignoring that bunker and really harassing Marines heavily. I've seen it done many times, but I don't think that kind of pressure is on its way, as VGERO Sennin here, the Blue Protoss, has dropped his Nexus, and we'll be forced to play a little bit careful. No huge aggression with stalkers here. We are going to see, well, we got a probe over here. I wonder if that's going to turn into hidden tech. But I wonder if we're going to see some permanent pressure put on with stalkers here. We do see that Maynard right now transferring all his SCVs to the natural. Guys, one thing I want to bring up again, which I brought up in another cast, but it was one of the low frame rate ones, so how much you listen, I don't know. But when you're muling, keep in mind that you want this base to last as long as you can. You want both of your bases to last as long as you can. But this one has been being mined longer than this one by the time you get to it, right? Your natural. So drop your mules on your natural, not your main. It will help you make your main last long enough, or longer. And you want to be on two bases as long as you can. And the same thing goes when you start taking your third. Mule the third. Always mule your newest base, because you'll help your previous and easy defendable bases, easy to defend bases. You'll help them last longer. So good muling strategy right there. You don't want to mine yourself out too fast and have to expand when you're uncomfortable doing so. So we are going to see gas on the third as well. So we're going into a pretty heavy gas style right off the bat from VGERO Sennin. Hope we can still be friends after that. But anyway, still just chilling here with a single stalker, paying attention. You can see him taking control of that stalker, but he is going to back off and maybe just sit on the tower for a little bit, which I think is a good choice. You don't want to get caught right at the door, and the reason he's pulling that stalker back is because this is observer as well on its way now. Now, if you have an observer, if your first observer comes out a minute and a half or so later than this one, leave your first observer at your base, because I hate it. I hate to see, like, so many players will get that first observer at around 8 or 9 minutes and leave their base with it, and that's when, that's when the cloaked banshees show up and your observer's in the wrong place. So, but this is good time because cloaked banshees cannot be out yet. So you're safe to leave your base with that observer, and you have time to get a second observer if you need it. This guy is going for really fast Colossus off 2 base. I mean, he's got nothing else. It's just going to go straight for the gold, so to speak. Dropping a pylon over here for, it looks like maybe early pressure. I'm not really sure what the plan is here for VGERO Sennin. You killed my father. Prepare to die. You know what? It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm allowed to say things like that. It's like so early. The sun is coming in through my window and making my eyes water. It's not fair. It really isn't fair. We got 2 observers out, which is awesome. I mean, observer coverage is so key. We're going to see this 3rd command center come down. 2 medevacs already out on their way. And the observer spots that, so the Protoss knows that the Terran has drop capability. Now, this is a big army right now compared to the Protoss army. And that being said, because the Protoss has so little gateway army right now, it means that he's not going to have much mobility. Not going to be able to split up his army if the Terran player decides to split this up into drops. If the Terran player picks up a chunk of this, sets it in the main, and then runs up the ramp with the rest, it's going to be up to some good force fields to keep the Terran player out. Now, I like it when Terran players go around the left side here, or if in this spawning position when they come up the right side, because it does catch you off guard a little bit, and I think that the Protoss player realizes that that might be what's happening and does back away from that ramp. And here we are going to see the Terran player pick up here, and I don't know, there's going to be 2 Colossus waiting for him. And the best part is he's not built... Oh, he's building Vikings. Did he scan? Hold on. I don't know what he's seen. Anyway, we're going to see this drop go all the way around. And I love it, because this is sitting here waiting for him. Oh, dear. Oh dear, Stalker's gonna catch that. Colossus is gonna cut it up before it can get away. Protoss player picks that off before it can do anything. And a bunch of units here are gonna be able to deny a drop if that tries to go over there. So now the Terran army is looking pretty dinky. Only 2 Colossus, or only 2 Vikings, I mean 3 now on the field. 2 more on the way. There's going to be 5 Vikings. But the big deal here is that there's going to be no ground army. A scan goes down on the observer and kills that right away. Good spot from the Terran player. And goes through Sonkie, man. I don't know. He's not in great shape. It's going to be a drop here on the mineral line. Colossus is going to be able to fry those Marines, though. And not much damage done. Stalkers might be able to pick that medevac off, but no such luck for the Protoss player. Terran player tacking on a lot of production, got lots of Marines coming out here, which is a funny choice considering he's up against Colossus. I think he's hoping that his Viking count will be able to carry him through. Destroyed the pylon here at the 3rd, and now taking his 3rd expansion. A Protoss taking his 3rd as well. And this drop again, trying to do some more damage, but the Protoss player is ready for it, just stacking his Colossus count. Actually, not even getting any more Colossus. He's got the 3 Colossus that he needs, making his opponent overreact and really just swallow up the air with Viking count, and then doing a switch to Storm, which is just such a great thing for the Protoss to do. And we are going to see an engagement here in the middle of a small cluster of Marines that just can't do anything about this. And some force fields trying to go down to just prevent those from getting away. And it looks like the Terran's kind of giving up on them. He says, well, fuck it. I can build 400,000 more with a couple of mules and selling my organs. Money. I just don't. I don't. Oh, please. Drop here in the 3rd. And some Proby Probes are going down. Sorry, Proby Probes. Oh, Proby Probes. Bye. Proby Probes. Boss is going to just execute those Marines. And I think... Oh, Terran player gonna get away again. Oh, goes down to a single volley from a Stalker. But, you know, after all that said and done, after the problem is solved, another medevac shows up. Actually, little red beacons in the middle of the plus signs that I never noticed before. Cool beans. Anyway, over here, observers still alive and well. Checking out this army here. Lots of medevacs. Sorry, 2 medevacs, lots of Vikings. And a bunch of Marines. Marine, medevac, Viking. That's all it is. And I don't think that's going to do well against the pure amount of splash damage we have in this army. And only really 3 targets for those Vikings to shoot at. And we're seeing the Colossus at 1-1. And those Vikings with no weapons upgrades, obviously. It's rare that you see weapons upgrades on the Vikings. But what we do have is an upgrade advantage for the Terran player. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes down. There's a... Oh, where's my mouse? There we go. Yeah, a lot of Vikings here, like so many Vikings. They're killing the Colossus so fast. The storm going down on those Vikings though, and almost all the Colossus go down instantly. And the Bio Army waiting to engage us until the storm has been used on the Vikings until all the Colossus are dead. The Vikings actually gonna land, and there's still a Colossus in this field. A bunch of Protoss units not even being used though, which is not good. Colossus cutting up SCVs, and a lot of Marauders left on the ground here. Archons being made, which are going to help him pull through. I wasn't sure how that was going to go for a second, but actually it worked out quite well for the Protoss player. However, he only got one Colossus left, a couple Archons, which are going to help. But he does ultimately manage to pick off that base, I think. Is he going to get it? I really think he should focus down that base. I mean, he lost his army already. Archons, that Archon would melt. And actually, this base is going to go down potentially. If only those stalkers shoot the base, the SCV was trying to repair it. But lots of production here for the Terran player. Holy crap. Just able to reinforce this with a non-stop stream of units. And the command center looks like it did burn down. I don't see it anywhere. And the Protoss player will have to pull back as he cannot keep up with just the sheer amount of reinforcements that are coming out for the Terran player. Now, I don't believe it's a wise decision for the Terran player to counterattack, as the Protoss player will have the defender's advantage at that point. The Terran player, you know, after losing that third, he needed to hold that third, I feel. Protoss is now taking a fourth. But I feel that he needs to back off the buildings and just work on military units right now. There's a lot of zealots here in this army. A scan going down, gonna be able to snipe the Colossus. Great pickup by Gosu Sonkie, but the GG and the Protoss player takes this game. Guys, I'm Mr. Sennin. I'm gonna be casting a bunch of games this morning, so sit tight. I might not put them all up in the same day. I might put them up over a period of days just to give you guys stuff all week in case I don't get another chance to cast like this. But just look forward to a bunch of shows from me, and I'll look forward to a bunch of views and comments from you. Okay, cool. See you guys next time.